Hey guys, thanks for joining us this week for our Connect series. This week we've got Hunter Baggett with us. Hunter is a senior in high school. He has plans, well, I'll let him tell you about his plans for college and stuff like that when he introduces himself, but I have actually been Hunter's teacher since he was a freshman in high school and watched him grow, and I'm excited to be able to have him here on the channel with us today so that we can discuss this stuff with him, and hopefully he can be an encouragement and let his light shine a little bit further now on the World Wide Web. So Hunter, you want to introduce yourself to him?
Yeah, like she said, my name is Hunter Baggett. I attend Coronavirus Online Academy.
Yeah, literally.
Like everyone else in the world now. I'm a senior, and yeah, I'm just finishing up my last couple months of school online.
So sad. So Hunter, we've got some questions just on what it's like being a Christian and being a teenager, because those two words don't tend to go together very much now. So first of all, is it easy being a Christian in high school?
Well, it's not really easy at any point in your life to be a Christian. It's kind of all about the situations you put yourself in and the people you surround yourself with. Being a Christian is completely against the grain when it comes to what the rest of the world is doing. So it's always going to be almost like an uphill battle. But God makes it easier than it should be. Like, it should be really hard to live the Christian life that the Bible talks about, but God's power.
Yeah.
He makes it all work out. Romans 8:28.
All right, so we mentioned you're a senior in high school, so that means college is very close in your future. How do you plan a future, plan college, plan beyond today, but still stay in the will of God?
Just really every step of the way is kind of like you go to God for counseling. Like, whatever your next step is, you ask the people around you, the people you think are wise, but at the end of the day, it's what God says and the decision God makes for you.
So what did you decide to do after high school?
Well, I'm going to be doing some online classes in psychology at Nash Community, but I will be at SMC School of Ministry Charlotte, and I'll be moving in September. Shout out SMC, all my folks there in Charlotte.
And I'm trying not to cry because you're taking him to Charlotte, but
September, I don't know if it's 6th or 7th. It's coming up fast. See y'all soon.
Okay, so what kind of advice do you have for high school students on dating?
High school students?
High school
Don't
students.
do it.
Why?
Well, you just put yourself in a hard situation. And it's kind of hard for me to say that because I did date people when I was in high school. But I realized that when you're not dating someone, your time is a lot more free, your mind is a lot more free. There's more time to focus on God and what is through high school a very critical stage on seeking Him with everything in you, because it just takes that one slip up, that one time going somewhere you're not supposed to be, that one time hanging out with the wrong crowd that can take you down the completely wrong path. And it can really, being with someone, I said it in the live stream we did, it can really hold you back geographically from where God wants you to go. Like, if He's calling you to go to a different state or a few hours away, a different city, you kind of come up with excuses and justify it, like, oh no, I can still do what God has in store for me. Even though He's calling me to this college, I can still make it work at this college. And it's just really not a healthy way to live.
That's good. I taught him all that. So you hear a lot of people your age saying, I don't know what my calling is, and how do I find my calling? What's my calling? And I know that this summer you accepted your calling into youth ministry. What's your advice for people that are seeking that are wanting to know what their calling is when they're your age? Because a lot of people wait till they're around my age, to finally walk out their calling. But I knew when I was your age what it was supposed to be. So how do you encourage somebody to really figure out what it is, but to also walk it out at a young age?
The main thing I would say would be to keep seeking. Like last year when I accepted my calling at camp, everybody saw that moment where it was kind of confirmed to me, but what they didn't see was like the 4 6 months, however long it was before, every night just like pouring my heart out. I mean every night too, just asking God like, what is my purpose? Because I knew what the direction I was going was me. I knew it wasn't God and what God wanted for me. So yeah, it's just being consistent in your prayers, and even if you feel like you're getting repetitive, just keep pushing. Persistence.
I think it's good that you pointed out that they saw the big moment, but they didn't see the work it took to get there. Because a lot of people are like, I don't understand how Hunter can just have God put it out there for it, but you struggled to that point to get it. And I think that's important for everybody to remember. So our last question today is on integrity. Why do you feel like integrity is something that your generation has kind of given up on? And why do you think it's important to get it back?
Well, mainly, I think a big part of it is nowadays integrity is something that's really hard to keep up unless you live an almost perfect life. For the longest time, it's like people's understanding of integrity was almost like living a perfect life. They're like, yeah. But it's not necessarily impossible when everyone else is seeing. What you do, what happens in your mind, what you do behind closed doors, that's really when integrity comes in. But nowadays, with the way social media is blown up, there's not a lot that isn't seen by everyone else. So it's really hard. It's become a lot harder to maintain real integrity, like the kind that you're the same person walking down the street that you are in your bedroom alone or in your house with your family. You treat your family the same way, or on your social media. It's just become a lot harder to maintain that.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you want to add in or say, or?
Stay safe, stay blessed.
Shout out to the seniors that are.
Yeah, all my seniors. We really outdid ourselves with senior skip day this year. It's a good job, y'all.
But Hunter, thank you for joining us today. Thank y'all. Come back and see us again. We're going to have another section in this series, and if there's a certain question or a topic that you'd like us to cover, just let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
No cap. The first question, how do you plan? No, just kidding. I didn't mark out the first question.
It's kind of all about who you surround yourself with, and
he had a good answer.
I was on it too.
Let me ask the question again.
I'm gonna edit this part. We're gonna cut to a part. Okay, talk. And everybody's looking at him. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright.
Are you ready?
Flash them those glitter socks real quick.
Is it going?
Put that in there, yeah. Look at that. Get you some of that. You just pointed like a dancer. Do it again? Oh, yes.
Alright, before we start, I just want to say, I think people are going to know this was in the same day.
Why?
Because all 3 of us were in the live stream. We all have the same outfits. You're the only person with a different outfit.
I can't help I got more style than y'all.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola. This is Questions with Carmen.
Alright. Good.
I'm not going to be able to do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to be
Laughing the whole time, that's okay. And y'all can't do that.
Trying to balance from here.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications.
Alright, now we're starting for it.
Okay.